And that is going to be interesting stuff. Powell, of course, making a great showing yesterday in the 1v1, making a pretty decent climb through the ranks of that tournament. Getting things started off right here with the Wu Shang. Vortex's teammate using the Jala pick, something we've seen quite a bit of. Ludwig, though, using the Ulgrim pick of all things. Again, taking advantage of that land. So far, the only person to do so.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting pick in 2v2s, just because it has that built-in movement, so you need to be very particular with your spacing and when you choose to attack, and your teammates gotta be ready for it.
Yeah, those attacks are very non-discriminate. Just throwing out the side airs, the down airs, you can pick up your teammate like it's a vacuum cleaner. I mean, you just pick them up, suck them into the attack, and just deal the damage. The side sig, though, gravity cancel from Luke. Gonna find that kill onto a Vortex on the right side. And Powell trying to get a little bit of damage onto Ludwig.
Whoa!
Not finding any success here as that down light comes out, almost finds the KO. The down sig not even going to need it as the side air comes out, finds that KO into Powell, and that is going to be all she wrote for that first stock. Blue team second stage stocks in tow.
Yep. Blaze trying to hunt Vortex. Whoa! Pavelski getting the double, sending him off. There's the axe snipe, cleaning one up. Blaze in danger on the side. Manages to stabilize. Oh, Vortex in trouble! Down to his last stock. Pavelski trying to stay alive. Manages to take one stock, bring Blaze down off of his first finally. But I don't know, man. This one's really just running away from him. Pavelski trying to get something started with the gauntlets.
And Blaze trying to get in the middle of this blue team, trying to disrupt the momentum that they have kind of brought back a slight amount. Powell just holding on to that second stock for the time he can. Blaze looking for the KO, but interrupted of that out of that ground pound. Looking for the KO on the push-off column as Powell and Vortex regroup. Get that side sing on a Blaze, pushing both of these players away from. There's the double recovery off the top. Powell finding that KO, getting that force into the last stock, and now the gauntlets looking for the KO onto Ludwig. But oh, the side air not gonna throw as far as I thought. Bouncing off that wall, but Vortex making his way back. Powell all by himself in the 2v1 for the time being is going to pay him off as he distracted both the red team players for the time.
Oh no, Pavelski going down. That puts Vortex in insane danger. He's getting sent off the top. Now we've got a 2v1. Luke and Blaze, 3 stocks against Pavelski's 1. No, he knocks it down to 2.
Luke making his way back. Blaze in the red now. Powell actually in a great position here to force the 1v1, and doing so well in the 1v1 tournament yesterday. You got to expect good things now if he can play the 2v1 right and avoid that black hole setup that Blaze and Luke are really pushing for. We could see some really great things, but he is having so much trouble in the 2v1.
I mean, he's just got to thread the needle between these two extremely long-range weapons. I mean, just look at the size of the lance and the spear. Luke and Blaze showing absolute mastery with them. This is a minefield.
Trying to make his way back. They aren't. Ooh, that weapon throw kind of hidden off the screen. Could have caused some major chaos. Powell making his way back, finding the KO, and here it is, the 1v1. Ludwig all by himself against Powell, and here we are, the spear play making his approach to Ludwig, and already so...
He needs to play perfectly here. I mean, oh, the axe toss, look at that teardrop just perfectly over the side. Luke just threatening with that lance neutral light, because even that will knock out at this point. Pavelski's so damaged. Oh, but he gets the knock off the side. Trying to protect against the weapon, threatening against Luke. Oh, Luke sneaks right on by, gets the axe, but gets hit for his trouble.
Another downlight Sair. Powell playing so carefully right now, trying not to throw this match in favor of the red team. Oh, the neutral light just interrupting that axe attack that would have been so disruptive. And Luke trying to just get that side air. He knows it's all he needs. Throwing the weapon. Oh no, that might cost him more than he can chew. Luke, no weapon, finding another axe though. Lucky spawning on top of me. He throws it away again.
Man, Pavelski's movement has just been absolutely stellar. Oh no! But Luke just finding that side air, got the final read on him. All he needed was that one hit. Luke and Blaze taking the first game in this set.
It might have been a valiant attempt from Powell to try to secure that 2v1, and he had it so close, but sometimes that lance can just be devastating, and Luke taking advantage of that situation, finally closing it out in the end, taking that win, will be taking the advantage in the set as well as they move on into game 2.
All right, looks like we've got Blackguard, Small Enigma, and Mammoth Fortress left. You know what? I'm not really too surprised. These do allow more of a split into the 1v1, which is kind of what I saw Pavelski and his teammate doing. They were just kind of favoring that early game of, hey, you split left, I split right, we'll just do the 1v1, and maybe we'll get some interaction in between.
Yes. And now they are moving into game number 2 on Blackguard Keep. It looked like the red team was looking to do a double invasion on that red team weapon spot. A very interesting strategy I don't think I've seen in the past, because they're completely letting their own spawn weapon go in favor of going into like an all-in kind of strategy. That's kind of interesting.
I do always like kind of seeing the start of 2v2 matches, because you do get one weapon to spawn on each side, so your opening gambit is kind of like, do you invade? Who do you send over? Do you go for just your own? Wow! Blaze going down just 30 seconds in. This is a huge lead for Pavelski and Vortex early on.
Both Powell and Blaze were right under the map, right at that corner, and Powell had a bit of a mind gimp going on. He had the close position to the wall, and Blaze was just trying to play a very careful game, not spin too much, but in the end, he wasn't paying enough attention. They do get
going for the double
back, though.
Can he get it on Pavelski? Pavelski trying to find his footing back to the stage. Ooh, good confirm by Pavelski. Unfortunately, now he's unarmed. Lukevid off to the side. Vortex going to find the kill.
Blaze coming back to the center, trying to stay alive while his teammate gets back, finding the lance. Vortex and Powell going up into the sky. Powell not able to find the KO onto Blaze. Blaze now having to contend against Powell, but Blaze getting hit in the face with the spear toss, and that is gone. And Powell making his way back, no weapon in hand, finding those gauntlets. Blaze getting a little bit of damage from Pavel as Luke tries to get the damage onto Vortex. Vortex surviving as best he can, playing that Ulgrim pick.
Yeah, I mean, that Lance, it's interesting how he's been rotating between the two opponents. And, I mean, it really shows they've been focusing Vortex every chance that they got. Even when Pavelski was off on the side, Vortex was the focus, and that's why he's down to his last stock. Pavelski really doing a great job extending, though. We'll see how that ends up working out for him.
Luke making his way across, throwing out as many Lance aerials as he can. Vortex doing the same, disarming Luke in the process. Blaze almost getting taken out, dodging the weapon throw, making his way back into the mix, getting the KO all at the same time.
All right, I mean, Pavelski, he's still fresh on his second stock. So he's got a lot of room to work with. Oh, the double spear toss. Oh my gosh, Luke getting the clutch chase stock up, but it wasn't enough. Pavelski was able to convert that back into a KO, sending Luke and Blaze now just one stock left for their team.
That is taking advantage of that temporary 2v1 if I've ever seen it. That was perfect, collapsing onto Blaze and forcing that stock away before Luke could even touch the ground.
He had no chance. And now, you know, Ulgrim, he's got very low dex. He's got a lot of recovery time on his attacks. He's got two of the slower weapons. Fighting in a 2v1 scenario for him is an extremely difficult feat.
We've seen it quite a bit in the past, and I remember mentioning in the first game of the day, Doppy, a long time ago when he picked Ulgrim out, and that was so contentious with Sparky back in the day, but the thing was, he ended up winning that 2v1 in the end to take the game. So, you know, it is entirely possible. That stat line does occasionally allow for it, but it not maybe in this particular situation.
Yeah, you know, I've got to give so much credit to Luke right there. His movement with the lance was absolutely amazing, surviving off stage, knowing how to maneuver around, saving his recovery, being able to position himself in a great spot so that way he can fully charge it, get the maximum distance out of that. On a low dex character like Ulgrim, I think Lance was the right choice to try and win that 2v1 because of the built-in movement, but you had to be flawless.
And that's so difficult in that 2v1, especially when you're trying to get back onto stage. You have to charge up that Lance recovery the whole way just to make sure that you can tap that wall, get your recoveries back, and if they're in the right positioning, they can just fall right in front of you, take the recovery hit, and stop you from getting back, and that can disrupt everything.
Yeah, and I mean, that's going to send it over to Game 3 between these two teams. We're going to Mammoth Fortress. Very stable stage, not a lot of bells and whistles to be found. Blaze rocking the Vortex.
3, 2,
Pavelski Vortex
1,
still
brawl.
sticking with their team comp.
And the Vortex is going to be very interesting, you know, holding on to the Gauntlet Scythe pick here, something we haven't seen from Blaze yet. And Blaze now is getting some Scythe damage off, just throwing out a few side lights. Powell trying to get some revenge for his teammate.
Yeah, it's interesting that, you know, Blaze hasn't really been going for any of the setups. He's really just separating the team where he can. He goes for that strong follow-up off of the side lights. Just knock them off the side. Don't go for any of the advanced sight strings, because you do need a lot of space and a lot of time to confirm into those. And in 2v2, there's a lot going on.
Luke getting thrown way into space, but still surviving. He's got the space program gear on and just making his way back to stage. Same as Pavel gets the neutral air, trying to reverse the situation onto Blaze with a side sig, almost taking out Vortex. Luke coming in with the lance on the side, but so much damage built up onto Luke as he can't really spend too much time getting back into the fight.
Oh, he's going to find a big KO. Trade 1-for-1. Luke and Pavelski going down. Blaze and Vortex still fighting it out. Blaze still alive after getting hit by that signature. Uh-oh, Vortex in trouble on the side. Blaze really pressuring. Oh, the ground pound's going to do it. Red team taking the stock lead.
Luke still holding onto that lance, getting a little bit of damage off, getting thrown way off into the side. Blaze taking the fall, and that is going to be his first KO. Fortunately for the red team, because that is so late in the game at this point.
Oh my gosh, this is some Ulgrim on Ulgrim violence in the center stage between these two lances, just shoving each other back and forth across the stage, happy to let their teammates fight on the edge.
Which is the better Smith? The
You
blue team Ulgrim or the red team Ulgrim?
You've gotta find out. That axe, almost winging over the lens. No, Pavelski taking out Blaze in the meantime. There goes Vortex. The stocks are just trading back and forth.
Pavel is a little vulnerable there on the side right now. He's deep in the red. Blaze getting punished by Pavel, though at the same time he has no fear to just enter the fight still with as much damage as he has.
Ooh, now Blaze going for those scythe string setups. He knows that he needs to get that little bit of extra damage, really shove whatever advantage they're going to eke out.
Oh, Pavel, did he get the KO onto Luke? No. Blaze coming in with the assist. Pavel cannot get back.
Ooh, just
kidding.
touched.
Pavel tapping that wall just in time to soak and neutral light KO from Luke. But Blaze and Luke are approaching that red zone right now. And that kill potential. Luke and Blaze have to be very careful. Pavel in that fresh stock, he can do a lot with this. But now that his teammate is gone, he has to bring this back. This is 1-1 right now. This is the final option. This is his winner's side stock. Or no, this is the loser's side. This is his tournament stock.
Yes, this is do or die right now for Pavelski. He needs to be very careful about his weapon choice, about his move choice, making excellent choices right now, because those gauntlets, a lot of those attacks, they're great to confirm off of when you have your teammate, because they do take a little while to go through. But in a 2v1, you do not want to be stuck for any amount of time. Blaze sending Pavelski off to the side. Luke, that lance neutral, so good at defending the corner.
And this is going to be a very dangerous position for Pavel to be in, especially once that wall slip starts kicking in and that timer starts running out for him on that wall jump.
Whoa.
Blaze going back up to the top. Oh, soaking the recovery, but it's still not going to be enough. Luke, weapon throw. Not going to take him out. Too close. Blaze, though, with the down light, not going to find the KO yet, and no ground pound to come out. They're playing a little bit safer here.
Yeah, Pavelski, you know, he's just been getting
off there it is.
Oh, okay, he's got it down to the 1v1, but Luke has such a massive damage lead. Pavelski still cannot afford any mistakes. That side air, just enough to do it. Luke and Blaze are going to be moving on.